right. We're going to go ahead and get started even though we're not at quorum. So you can start us off?
All right. This meeting is called to order at 4:37 p.m. Uh, First item, please.
Commissioner Brar,
Here.
Commissioner Durango, Commissioner Macias,
Here.
Commissioner Simpson, Commissioner Beardsley,
Here.
Commissioner Salapale,
Here.
Commissioner Webster, Commissioner Bath, Commissioner Mendiburu, Commissioner Robledo, Commissioner Woods, Commissioner Purcell, Commissioner Ocampo, Commissioner Yum, Commissioner Nahama.
Okay, thank you. Next item, please.
Public comments. We have not received any speaker cards.
Okay, thank you. Next item, please.
Since we're not at quorum, can we move to table the adoption of the minutes until we do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, next item, please.
Presentation, item 4A, presentation for City of Bakersfield Youth Commission by Youth to Leaders Education Foundation.
All right, so just to kind of start us off, this is in an effort to give you guys a little bit more awareness on the nonprofit organizations that are in Bakersfield that are committed to youth engagement and youth outreach. And we're hoping that by having you guys hear from some of these organizations, that it'll give you some inspiration on how you can plan our future events if you're going to be staying with us, and what organizations you can partner with. So I will hand it off to Eric to introduce himself.
Hi, hello there. Thank you so much, Hannah. So my name is Eric Plata Torres. I work at the Youth to Leaders Education Foundation. It is a nonprofit organization, 501c considered, and we primarily work with youth between the grades of anywhere between 6th grade, even 5th grade, I would say, for some of our summer camps, all the way down to high school and also college as well, when they are transitioning over from high school to college. My role at the Youth to Leaders Education Foundation is program coordinator. Therefore, I have coordinated so far 4 programs since I've been with the organization since 2020. This year, I am fortunate to be leading the Cash for College program and the scholarships program, which just recently closed with a total of 110 applicants, which is a really good turnout. And currently, we are processing, their applications. Award notifications will be going out sometime in May. And for the Cash for College program, we were able to conduct a little over 110 workshops, still counting, throughout the entire Kern County. Next slide, please. So, as I mentioned, the Youth to Leaders Education Foundation is a nonprofit organization within the Kern County region. We are here to pave the way or pave a path to post-secondary success, and we are committed to helping youth obtain financial aid assistance, navigate college processes, and achieve academic degrees that lead to meaningful employment and other career opportunities and educational opportunities as well. As we are also consider the regional coordinating organization for Kern County. What that means is that this title was bestowed to us, or provided to us by the California Student Aid Commission, which is the agency that administers financial aid for students here in the state of California. And we are the regional coordinating organization for the entire county of Kern. What that means is that we are in charge or tasked with the mission of coordinating workshops throughout the entire academic year, but specifically more so within the California Priority Deadline, which is the deadline for students to submit their FAFSA or California Dream Act application in order to receive funding to go to college, either through state grants, federal grants, or institutional monies and funds. Next slide, please. So I'm going to introduce the team, and while I'm introducing the team, I'm also going to be introducing the programs that we operate and talk a little bit about them. So our team is comprised of skilled, competent, and intellectual individuals who can relate their educational experiences to the modern students of today to implement diverse, equitable, inclusive, and engaging programs. At Y2LEF, we make every effort to help and uplift every student that journeys through our programs. We pride ourselves on being a resource to the Kern County community. Starting off with our executive director, who really makes the magic at Y2L, Gabriel Adame. He's been at the organization for now, I think, a little bit over a year, and he's made wonders. He comes from a digital marketing background, and prior to him, I would say that our social medias were not that active, but once he stepped in, they are very active. I encourage you to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They're going to be at the end of the presentation, the handles. And then we have Maria Cáceres. She's another program coordinator. She's overseeing the AmeriCorps program, the Fresno Summer Pathways Camp, which is coming up this summer, and the Lamont STEAM Explorers program. She works a lot with the AmeriCorps mentors. She's actually the supervisor for the AmeriCorps. So the AmeriCorps program, I know that some of you guys might be graduating high school in the coming years, or if not, maybe this year. If you guys are ever looking for a job and, being involved with foster youth and helping, homeless and foster youth, the AmeriCorps program can bring you a lot of benefits and great experience. Next slide, please. Then we have our second program coordinator, Paola Caballero. She is overseeing the pre-college Yo Puedo camp, which is also coming up this summer, the high school STEM camp or high school STEM Institute camp, and then the Soul and Reach program. These are all programs that we partner and collaborate with the Migrant Education office here in KCSOS, Kern County Superintendent of Schools. And we essentially take students that are between the grade levels of 9 through 12 over to UC Santa Barbara so they can experience, camp and learn STEM and math, extracurricular and curricular, while making robots and all that good stuff. And then we have our program coordinator, Tanya Salas, who is our Cash for College program coordinator, and she's also doing scholarships in the Soul and Reach program. Me and Tanya work very closely because we both run or manage the Cash for College and Y2L scholarship program. And then you have me, Eric, and this year, like I said, I'm coordinating the Cash for College program, the scholarships program, and the upcoming 24 annual statewide financial aid workshop, which is a workshop that is for high school counselors and college access professionals within the county. And we invite them to learn about financial aid and the upcoming procedures that are going to be happening for the academic year regarding financial aid. And then we have our Tizoc Valdez, or Lopez Valdez. He is other program coordinator fellow, and this year he is running the Algebra Academy program. He is working with Maria Casares in the Lamont STEAM Explorers program.
I am
and
so
he's
sorry to interrupt. I just want the record to reflect that Sarah Simpson did join us at 4:44 p.m.
Okay. And then also the Math Academy camp, which I was fortunate to coordinate last year. The Math Academy camp is where we take students between 6th through 8th grade, and we give them the experience of being at UC Santa Barbara and exploring that college life, and while they're learning math. So in the morning they have classes, and then they are engaging in extracurricular activities such as rock climbing, going to the beach, playing some beach ball, all that good stuff in the afternoon. So that's for an entire week. And last year we were able to take 3 cohorts. Each cohort lasts about a week for the students. And then the Math Academy is something that's new, where we're also going to take students to a 3-day camp and give them, resources and tools to, thrive in their math subjects. But yeah, that's a little bit about the team. Next slide, please. And then these are our partners. Like I mentioned, a lot of the programs that we run, they wouldn't be possible without the support of our partners. We partner with the California Student Aid Commission, the Kern Community Foundation, the League of United Latin American Citizens, CSUB, Kern High School District, the Migrant Program at the KCSOS office, the Migrant Program at Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, KCSOS itself with various different departments and offices, also the Taft Oil Technology Academy, and many, many more that, we also partner with individuals and donors. And really, because of our partners is the reason that we are, still going strong, and that we can bring all of these programs, to our community and ultimately benefit the children, essentially, and the students that are, rising into trying to get to a higher education. Next slide, please. And while this is the final slide, I just want to thank you for, having us today. Like I said, we are a youth oriented organization. We specifically want to help those students that are trying to get into higher education and are trying to explore opportunities. That's why we are very active in our social media handles through Facebook. I know that I don't have Facebook myself anymore, but I used to at one point. And then Instagram, very popular, TikTok and Twitter, or now known as X. And then if you would like to contact me to learn a little bit more about the programs, or I can redirect you to another coordinator that may be another program interested you, I can go ahead and do that, via email. Preferably, if you can email us to the Y2LEF email. If you have any questions regarding, financial aid or scholarships, my specialty at the organization is financial aid. I don't mean to brag, but I know the FAFSA and the California DREAM Act application from the palm of my hand. So if you have any questions about financial aid, I am more than happy to assist you. And then I also brought you guys some resources that hopefully you guys will take. I'm going to leave them right here for you guys to take with you once you are done with your meeting. This is talking about the Algebra Academy program. This is talking about Cash for College for this year and how financial aid is determined based on your school's cost of attendance, student aid index number, other financial aid, and ultimately how financial aid works and is streamlined. And then finally, a list about the programs that I just discussed in this condensed page right here. And then finally, our 2023-2024 program magazine. So we are trying to get rid of these because we're going to be creating the new one for the upcoming 2024-2025. So this covers all the programs that we cover and a little bit even more about what you guys saw today. And well, thank you. If there's any questions, I'm more than happy to take them.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for coming out and presenting. I know that I personally have seen Y2L a lot on, like you mentioned, Instagram and different social medias, and you guys always do such phenomenal work, especially for our youth. So I think that that's so awesome. I know that you touched a lot on like financial aid and FAFSA and a lot of like post-secondary education. I was wondering if you guys do anything related to like career readiness, or if you guys are primarily just for continued education.
Yeah, so like I said, my specialty is financial aid, but we do have our other coordinators, specifically Paola Caballero and Tizoc Valdez, who focus on college readiness. The reason they focus on that is because the camps that they organize and coordinate require them to have knowledge about college readiness, such as the A through G requirements, GPA, like the GPA that you have to have in order to be admitted to a UC or a CSU or any private institution. So they have a little bit of more knowledge about college readiness. Financially would be kind of a component of college readiness, but it's a separate component, I would say, because it's, specifically just submitting your application and trying to get funding for school, as opposed to college readiness is about your academia and your scholarship, right? What you learn, right? And apply to your knowledge and all that good stuff. But yeah, we do have, I would say, support for that. But that would be through our program coordinators, Paola Caballero and Tizoc Valdez.
Thank you.
Yeah, so again, thank you for the very nice presentation. And yeah, I've seen Youth to Leaders all over, which is, really great. So I just wanted to ask, like, how could the Youth Commission best help with your guys' goals?
Well, I would say right now we do have our summer camps coming up. If you guys can go back to your schools, and I know that each of you guys are from a certain area within the city of Bakersfield. If you guys can go back to your schools and promote the camps that we have through our resources that I'm sharing here, to students that you think might benefit through these programs, specifically those that might be going through a challenging time, such as like the Math Algebra Academy. If you know of any, I know that you guys are specifically more so high school students, but I'm given that you guys are also leaders within the community, I'm assuming that you guys have close ties and connections to your junior high school, right? Or middle schools, and you guys can go back and tell your former counselors or former teachers about that, and then they can share awareness about it. Now, specifically throughout the academic year, where we have our ongoing programs, such as the Cash for College program, we are always taking volunteers that are 18 and over that have had some sort of experience with the Fast for Arcata. I'm not sure who's graduating here, but if anybody's graduating in this panel right now, congratulations. And congratulations to your peers. But we are always taking volunteers that have had some level of experience and interaction with the FAFSA and CATA, and then they can come back to the community and help other students that are doing their FAFSA and CATA. But honestly, a lot of the opportunities that we post and the way that you guys can help us is by visiting our website. That's where we are very active, but more so specifically on Instagram. We are very, very active on Instagram, and that's thanks to our marketing team, who does the amazing job of posting those opportunities. But just sharing awareness about us to your counselors and peers, that would be greatly beneficial and helpful.
Thank you.
I know you talk about utilizing social media as like a main part of creating awareness for the organization, but what are some other ways that you guys promote your different programs to the schools? I love the different programs you mentioned. I just know that like a lot of them, people that I know hadn't really heard about them. I know about Youth to Leaders and the foundation, but I had only heard about it recently. And so I was just wondering, what are the different ways that you guys promote?
Well, social media is a big one, and I would say the other one is going directly to parents. The way that usually the one that does that is our executive director, where he talks to school districts and regional offices, and then they exchange information and are able to contact parents directly to tell them about the opportunities that we have. One specific opportunity that I did not mention today, we have the ELL conference, and that stands for English Language Learner conference, and it's specifically for parents who have students in the ELL program in Kern High School District. And we were able to host this conference. It's divided into two sessions. The first session just happened this Saturday. It was very successful. The second session will be happening on June 1st from 8 to 3 p.m. And that is where we tell parents directly about the programs that we have. So it would be through, events where we invite parents. A lot of the times we think that parents don't have, any say on their students, involvedness and getting, in extracurricular, but the reality is that parents are the ones that can actually make it happen, right? So we do promoting through, parents. And then I would also say we also do promoting through our resource and outreach specialist. Her name is Sharon Escalera. She is the one that coordinates along with other organizations and also with just community-based organizations, outreach events. So we host booths and information sessions to people that, request them. So if you guys want us to go out and present to your school about our organization or any specific program, I myself do also financially literacy sessions for parents and for students. So we can go out there and present, so that's another form of promoting. So, I would say, just to kind of recap everything, I know I spoke a little bit too much, it would be through social media channels and website, directly to parents, and finally, through outreach efforts such as information sessions and booths, outreach booths.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming out and presenting to them. I really hope that you guys took something away from this and that hopefully when it comes time for our next annual project that we can plan, that we take this information into consideration. And also too, it's just great to be more aware of what's going on in our communities. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we move to the next item, now that we're at quorum, we can move to adopt. Okay, we'll have to do a motion to receive and file first. So,
Do I have a motion to receive and file the March 18, 2024 regular and the April 8, 2024 special meeting minutes?
I apologize, Chair. We need a motion to receive and file the presentation that was just given.
Oh, sorry. Do I have a motion to receive and file the presentation from the Youth to Leaders Education Foundation?
I'll motion. Can I motion for both at the same time? No, okay, just kidding. I motion for the presentation.
Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm going back to my old.
We got this whole fancy technology now. Don't even gotta do
Wow. Sorry. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Motion is approved.
All right, thank you. All right, do I have a motion to adopt the March 18, 2024 regular and the April 8, 2024 special meeting minutes?
I motion to approve the meeting.
Do I have a second?
I second the motion.
Right.
Motion is approved.
All right, thank you. Next item, please.
New business, item 6A, discussion on commissioner terms.
Okay, so we put this on the agenda to discuss with you guys anyone whose term's expiring soon or it's coming up on expiration. However, currently, right now, we may not have a whole lot to discuss on this topic because the clerk's office is trying to do some research to figure out how we are going to determine whose term is expiring. There was a bit of a mix-up on whether the term is assigned to the individual or the seat. For a while, we thought it was for the individual, and it is for the seat itself. So we are still working on determining whose term is going to be coming up. But what I would like to know, by raise of hands from those of you in the room, who is going to be graduating this year? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you guys are for sure not coming back. So you guys will be leaving us. So for one, congratulations. This is a great, great accomplishment. For two, we will definitely miss you and your service. So just so I can recap, that was Valladares Macias, Simpson, Brar, and Commissioner Yum. Correct. Okay. And then I'm not sure.
Commissioner Tarango is graduating too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be what we are going to be tackling from now until our next meeting, which also brings up the discussion on what we're going to be doing for the meetings in June and July. I think, and just to let you guys all know what our plan is I'm going to send out a Survey Monkey, how I did the last time when I was asking when you guys started serving on the commission, to see what dates and times would work best for you guys for June and July to hold a special meeting. And we'll just have to coordinate with clerk's office to ensure that this space is open, and if not, we'll have to move to somewhere else. But in the meantime, does anyone have any questions on their terms that we can try to address now?
Yeah, I have a question. Is my term expiring or am I coming back next year?
So, to my understanding, you were filling in for someone else for Brar. So that is something that we will have to figure out. Yeah, by the end of the week, we'll let you know what we're going to be doing.
Okay, just to let you guys
Yes.
know, I'm ready to come back next
Yes,
year.
of course, and I know that too. I know how you responded, of course. So that is something that we will tackle. I'll make a note for myself to try to get back to you, or get back to you by the end of this week on what your status is going to be.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
I have a question. If a regular member, like, wait, no, just kidding. I answered my own question. Never mind. Wait, no, I didn't. If a regular member terms out, does the alternate automatically go up?
Sorry, what was your question again? I want to just mark that for my records too.
If a regular member terms out, like their term expires, but their alternates does not, does the alternate move up?
It's a very great question. Okay.
I can't recall a time that it's happened, but I don't know if I can recall any time that.
I ask because I came into the regular position built like after my alternate graduated. But my term expires this year, but I don't graduate this year. So I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Sorry if that's like a really
Yeah.
confusing question.
No, I was looking at the bylaws and
No.
at the BMC,
Wait.
at the Art of
I'll
Bakersfield
let you.
Municipal Code, and there's nothing that says that the alternate takes the place of the regular member.
Yeah.
It just
So
says,
you are.
members and alternates are appointed to a 2-year term with the possibility of a 1-year reappointment. Each city council member and the mayor have the discretion to extend or terminate the terms for their appointed members and alternate. Alternate.
And then also, I realized I was never the full member for Ward 5 either. I was alternate member, and then there was a kid who was 1 year ahead of me, who was the full member for the 1 year. So I don't know. I just want to clarify.
So I think the guy who graduated served 1 year, and I'm filling out.
He was there for 3 years.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Who was it?
Adi.
Wait, Avi was there
Yeah.
for 3 years?
Yeah, because he was there 1 year in COVID, then the next year, and then, or maybe two or 3 years. But he was there since the vaping PSA, and then he
Did-
graduated.
So the way that the municipal code and our bylaws are written, it does give a lot of discretion to the council as far as the terms to extend. And so that is why the staff at this moment is not willing to give you all a straight answer as to the dates. However, our goal is to get together and determine what the council members and the mayor have decided that the term is for each ward. Once we have determined that and cleaned that up, we will come back to the commission and explain to each of you, regular members and the alternates, what those terms are. Because the way that, as you all heard me, our municipal code gives a lot of discretion and latitude. So it could very well be that, as you stated, some people have served 3 years, others have served 2. And I think that also has to do with the fact that some youth commission members may have served as alternates and then as regulars. So we do have to take a lot of things into consideration. And I apologize for the fact that there's been a confusion in the terms and the way they are currently listed, but we will sort that out and get back to you all, okay?
Mm-hmm. All right. Next item, please.
Commissioner comments.
Go ahead.
For a point of clarification, is this, when we talk about the June and July meetings, would July be the last meeting with this commission?
So, yes, I would say yes, because their terms, from what I heard from clerk's office today, from someone who works in clerk's office, the terms expire in July. So yes, July would be the last meeting with this full commission.
Okay, well, regardless, I want to offer my congratulations to all of y'all that are graduating. I think it's awesome.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, everyone who came to this meeting, and also congrats to the other people who are graduating. Yeah, and yeah, good job on the project, everyone. I think it was very good. No, we have not. Unless I have like a lapse in my memory, but yeah. All right, that's all I have to say.
And to those of you that are not graduating, staff will be contacting you all to determine a time when we can meet in the summer. I know the majority of you will be out of school, and it is our plan to possibly host a special meeting so that we do not have to be here at 4:30. Hopefully, we can have it between the hours of 8 and 5. But we will reach out to see what time works best for those youth commission members that will still be with us. So please be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, I'll be sending that out. So most likely just keep an eye on any emails coming from me.
I did not realize that we have not met since our project. So I was wondering if you guys had any numbers on like how many packets we gave out, if there's been any progress there. How
So
successful were we?
So we have had some nonprofits reach out to us to see if they can come in and speak to you guys, and one of those was Youth to Leaders, and we also have some other organizations that are not on the top of my head at this point. But if you go on the Youth Commission's website on your webpage, there is a little narrative on there about your work and some pictures as well. So feel free to brag about yourselves and send it out to everybody. But yes, so we have some interest in terms of nonprofit organizations that would like to come and speak to you all.
That's good. That's good. Thank you.
All right, I think we're all good then. Next item, please.
Adjournment.
This meeting is adjourned at 5:13 p.m.